Alright boys, Logie Big Gamers are back again. Today we got on the go. Is this anything? Homarids. Homarids? I don't know what they're called. I live in Canada, so Homarids is lobster in French or something like that. And that's what I think about when I look at these. But yeah, they're like old lobster, like anthropomorphic lobster creatures from fallen empires. And this one here is like some tide mechanic that I never understood at all when I was a kid, and I would look at it, but thought they were pretty cool. They also have the warrior version. They can gain shroud till end of turn. It's like real expensive 3/3. Pretty cool. Like, they don't look like a 3/3 in the picture, honestly. They don't look that intimidating. And then they even made a throwback one here in Time Spiral. There's one in Dominaria as well. I don't have it. And then this one, I had this for a long time. I always thought it was cool when I was a kid, but I had too many words. I could never understand what it did. It's basically just like a 6/6 trample that can gain shroud and cost like 1,000,000 mana. But if it gains shroud, you have to tap it. So there's not enough of these in the game, so we're gonna make some more, obviously. So let's start with a simple guy. Coastal Homarid. It's just simple dude. 2 in a blue. Man, I gotta learn to draw this blue thing. That's like an oval again. It's like a teardrop. That's not bad. Alright. Coastal Homarid. It's a creature. This is not very exciting, mind you, but you'll see. Creature Homarid is here. Homarid. It's just gonna be easy going 0/4. But okay, I think it's overcosted, but it has this new mechanic, obviously. Tile. Sweet. We like the tide on there. Actually, like, I gotta make sure this focuses, don't I? Hey, see, it wasn't even focused. Sorry about that, everyone. But it is now, hopefully. Tidal. So this gets +3/+0. And if the tide is out, yes, if the tide is out. What does that mean? We'll find out. And it gets +1/+1 if the tide is in. I guess this is like a boring common or uncommon or something. Beware of the Tide Walkers. My lad. They can take your legs. It's not really any room to credit that to someone, but that would be like Balron. Wizard trainee. Knows a bit, but not a lot. Title. Explain what that is in a minute. Gonna draw this guy, right? Lobster man. Coastal lobster. That's like the worst claw ever. Jacked lobster. Hanging out on the beach. Don't go here, man. You'll lose your legs. It's a lobster. They have like this. This is the borderless one. They have like, maybe they have like a bunch of eyes. I feel like they should have more than one, probably. They have like scary mouth like a bug. And like, they made like panels. It's scarier if it looks like they're also abs, right? Yeah. It's like a weird Ninja Turtle. I'm already looking out for this guy. I guess they have like a bunch of like things that stick out of their face, honestly. People just eat him. You can go get him at the grocery store, but we can't get a hammer. They'll mess you up there. I guess he's on the beach. Water out here? That's water. You get it. It'll be blue when it's colored in. And I guess they usually have a weapon to kind of screw that up. But this one has like a trident because it came out of the ocean. Amazing stuff. What is Tidal though? So, you know, day and night from like Crimson Vow. These like things you have to keep track of that and not really something in the game. Well, this is like this token where you have to keep track of the tide. The tide can be in or out. So like a tidal creature, when it comes out, the tide comes in no matter what. I guess that should be on there as like reminder text, but it's not. So tide is like a token that you get in the pack to like lay on the table, keep track of this other annoying mechanic that like is kind of annoying, but people always play arena so they don't notice how annoying it is. They're like, it's the tile will be largely similar. So although you want to flip your cards over, it's like we don't like flipping our cards over around here. Tiles is gonna be this thing where it's like in, out, and it's not even art. It's token or something. I don't know what these things are called, like a reminder token, and it just like says like the ruling for tides, which is at the beginning of each player's upkeep. I should make an acronym for this one. Of each player's upkeep. It becomes, or sorry, the tide comes in if it was out at the beginning of the turn. This is so if you get 2 upkeeps in your blue deck, the tide doesn't switch one and back out again right away. Just like, I don't know why, but I just thought it would be more fun. Tide comes in if, wait, the beginning of each player's upkeep, the tide comes in if it was out at the beginning of the turn. And it goes out if it was in. So it basically just swaps back and forth each turn or whatever between the tide being in or out. But if you play, there'll be like blue cards that make it be high tide or low tide for you, you know? You take care of it yourself. I would have called it high and low, but there's already a card called high tide. So it's tide being in or tide being out, and it's this mechanic that should not ever be made, but we made it here because like these are real cards, so you can do whatever you want. And that's why we're gonna make the Fathom King. This is a big scary guy, tribute to Deep Spawn. Gonna be a nice 4 blue card, and to make sure it focuses on that paper for us. I think it already was, man, but like, you never know. It's better safe than sorry. Here we go, especially with our blue deck, you know. Better safe than sorry. Triple blue symbol. They all touch the bottom of the thing, but that's like to be expected. Some old cards, the alignment was off on some things, you know, whatever. Creature. Homarid. There we go. There's probably not enough room in this text box now that I think about what I'm making text box, Xbox. Can you see this 7.9? I hope you can, because it's a big guy. You know, yeah. And it's a flash trample, and you're like, isn't this a blue green card? And you're like, maybe it is, but that doesn't matter. So when Fathom King enters the battlefield, oh, we love these sorts of things around here. We're going to create a 2/3 Homarids token with title. Wow. With title. I guess I have to put it in quotes or something. Title +1 or in if tide is in. I almost wrote high tide there, but you know, it doesn't do anything special if the tide is out. But it's a 3/3 if the tide is in, a 2/3 otherwise. Cool token. And there's one more ability. That's a lot of stuff in here, but there's a lot of stuff in the deep spawn box. To be fair, so when Fathom King attacks, the tide comes in. Make sure all your title dudes get pumped up on your big juicy attack there. And like this has always been like this picture honestly scared me when I was a kid. Like I was lucky I didn't have Leviathan because that would have been bad news staring at that all the time. Fathom King. It's kind of like the Hullbreaker horror looks a lot like this. Like Fathom King's base is the same, but he's like underwater because it's sick to be underwater. Has like these for some reason. Coming out of the back. Segments, you know the deal. The segments. Big old tail. A lot of legs. Like, tremendous number of legs. Because you gotta have a lot of legs out there. It's kind of like a fish right now, but you just wait and see. Long antenna thing. They got like a spiky little face, something like that, and the eyes. I give this guy like 5 eyes again. That's just 3, but it'll be 6 altogether. And then here's these claws, madness. Look at that stuff. That's a big claw. Yeah. Breaking everyone into little bits. It looks like the claw combines with the face, but you know, use your imagination. Maybe it does. Put some more like fin leg things on the side there. Fathom King. Weird picture. I don't know how to like convey how large it is. This is the faraway blue deep sea up here, and I don't know, down here there's like a shipwreck. And it's not that far away, this shipwreck from Fathom King. That's how huge he is, see? I did it. Alright, so, whatever, big Homarid. We're gonna make it land for them. We like this weird pseudo shroud. These both have it. There's more cards that are Homarids. I don't have any of them more though. So we're gonna make the Homarid Reef. And this is gonna be land. You're like, why aren't you making like 5 creatures? And like, I don't know. I like lands. To be honest, like lands are probably my favorite type of card. So this is just a regular old land where if you tap, you get blue. Add blue. Okay, maybe if I think about a triangle while I draw the blue symbol, it might work. It's kind of like a Hershey kiss, but we're getting there. And then you tap blue. That's one ability. And the other one is tap blue and tap this. And then you're going to give choose a creature you control. I don't know why it's choose, but it just is. Tap it. It gains hexproof until the end of your next turn. I thought like for a second I would make them stay stuck tapped like these old ones used to, but that's a little bit too annoying to write out and stuff. So maybe it should be tap a creature you control, but like I thought then it would get confusing with the cost. I'm gonna say this is part of the effect or whatever. But yeah, choose a creature you control, tap it, and it gains hexproof until the end of your next turn. So they protect you guys with the reef. Your Homarid friends come out and like they make sure everyone's protected with their big clubs and spiky like claws and all the likes of that. So I guess this is like a place where like depending on the tide is in or out, like sometimes it gets exposed out of the sea, I guess. This is the sea here. Get the foamy ocean action carrying on into the distance. The reef is here, like I don't know how you make a reef, but this is like rocks that stick out of the sea, and there's like barnacles or whatever on them that are up there in the daytime trying not to die in the sun, and like mussels and stuff and algae and all that kind of stuff, whatever is like at the reef that can live outside of the water for a little bit during the day. That's what you're seeing here. Man, this is the sea, and then somehow under the sea you're supposed to see like all the guys down there, the Homarids, like working together in their society under the water, like whatever they actually do down there, some SpongeBob type stuff or whatever. They like go around and they like protect the world or whatever. These are underwater, mind you. I know it doesn't look like that, and they might look like bees or something like that, but I assure you they're not bees. These are some strong warriors underneath the sea. Maybe you want to look out. They have the sticks like they do in the original pictures too. It's like a whole legion of them under the water there, down in the depths. So don't go diving around there without permission. You get harmed immensely. I guess there's horizon. Let's see here. How do you get the sun? Like, there's like clouds in the distance or whatever. That type of thing. Still look like a cloud. And I'll color in this, and like, that's how you do the sea, right? You get it? You get it? Is that the sea? I'll do splashes around that. It looks like grass, but you know, whatever. But these are the Homarid Reef. It's land, whatever. So then I don't know. This all we got. We had to make up this crazy tidal mechanic. So maybe we'll make more sea creatures with tidal for the rest of the sea 6. So there's a Mercine card. We got to go check that out sometime. Here's the coastal Homarid. He is 2 in the blue for a 0/4. Lobster guys, creature Homarid. Tidal. +0/+3 if the tide is out. +1/+1 if the tide is in. Beware of the tide walkers, my lad. They can take your legs. Balron, wizard trainee. This is the tide token. You just get it in the pack to like represent if the tide is in or out or whatever. I don't really know how these things are, but we made it like this. And the tide is basically like if you play something with tidal, the tide comes in. If it was not in or out at all, it's like a nightfall. When you play a nightfall, it becomes day or whatever. If it's not night or day, if it's tidal, you play and it's not in or out, it becomes in. And then at the beginning of each player's upkeep, the tide comes in. If it was out at the beginning of the turn, and then it goes out if it was in at the beginning of this turn. And that's just like so. No one screws around with your tide on your turn in response to your triggers or something, or like you get Paradox Haze out, you know, you get your tide only one spot. Paradox Haze doesn't control the tides. And then we got Fathom King, tribute to Deep Spawn. It's a 7/9 flash trample Homarid creature. And when the Fathom King enters the battlefield, create a 2/3 Homarid token with tidal +1/+0 if the tide is in. And when the Fathom King attacks, the tide comes in. So there you go. He's on control of the tide. Once you have to keep track of the night and the tide, and like your favorite color, and like whether it's spring or summer or fall or whatever in the game, you imagine your 4-player multiplayer's then. We get to Homarid Reef. Got another random rare. Is this a rare? I guess this is a rare. It's a land that taps for a blue, and you can tap blue and tap it, and choose a creature you control. Tap that creature and it gains hexproof until the end of your next turn. Or that's supposed to be until your next end step. That's how they write it these days. That's it for you all. Hope I didn't write pen on that by accident, but you know, could pick up a few new ones online, I'm sure. But these are ancient. I've had these cards for a million years, so I don't know. I hope they're all right. There's a few Homarids. we'll be back again with some more stuff again in the future. I hope you enjoyed the journey there.